Black belt.
Brother, who this guy?
And now, this fight is 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Flyweight Championship of the World. UFC Flyweight contender in the world, the challenger, Manon, the Beast, Fiorot. And now, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion of the World, Valentina Bullet Shevchenko.
Has ever seen. All right, title fight is underway. Fiorot is in the blue. Shevchenko counters in the green with gold.
I mean, Fiorot looks massive.
Good early right hand for Shevchenko with that lead hand.
And Valentina's striking is next level. She has really incorporated a lot of wrestling here lately. This is also a time where she's fighting another southpaw.
My favorite thing about this matchup is Fiorot's aggression. She has no respect for the offense of Valentina, and that's why this fight's going to be fun, because punches like that are going to land.
Valentina just stuck her.
Right on cue, Cruzy. Nice right hand by Shevchenko, who's off to a fine start early.
Cruz has been on fire today, boy.
Nice counter by Shevchenko after Fiorot landed.
Look at the knot on Fiorot's calf already, or on her shin already, from the kick she's been throwing in practice or whatever. I mean, that right kick that she has is a weapon.
Valentina got some new shorts, and they are nice. Those are some slick shorts she's got, huh?
Nice custom shorts.
Yeah, those are nice.
Inside leg kick, just a touch there by Fiorot.
Yeah, Fiorot's not walking in like she was early on, because now she already felt the power of Shevchenko, and Shevchenko said respect. That's what's going to happen if you keep walking in here.
You got to respect them early, right? As time goes on and the power isn't as present, but early in the fight, man, you cannot get hit clean by somebody that's fresh. Valentina thought about a level change there.
Shevchenko was in good position to counter, just out of striking range.
Fiorot starting a lot of her combinations with the right kick, but Valentina's timing it with the counters. That's one of the things about Valentina Shevchenko. And Manon Fiorot's never really felt this. She's never been in there with a counter striker like Shevchenko. That counter right hook that Valentina throws is really, really good. Remember all the way back to her fighting Holly Holm, just landing it constantly against a high-level striker. So the better you are at striking, the more confident you are at entering, so that she takes advantage of it.
And a lot has been made of Fiorot's size as she eats a right hand on the way in, and rightfully so. But you bring up Holly Holm and Amanda Nunes and Juliana Pena. Shevchenko's realized great success against a lot of bigger
Fiorot's already bleeding.
Yeah, we're seeing Shevchenko land that same check hook we saw it in Natalia Silva earlier.
Another one.
She's clipping her with the right hook every time she comes in.
That counter right hand, bro, is nasty.
Her nose might be broken here 3 minutes into the fight.
And this is worst case scenario for a young fighter in their first title fight, dealing with that adversity this early in the fight. We're going to learn a lot about Manon Fiorot in this fight.
We're going to isolate the shot that caused the bleeding right on the nose.
On the bridge.
Yeah, that right hook is working well for Shevchenko, man. She landed it 4 times already. We're seeing no defense of the right hook from Fiorot so far, and that takedown's nice. Now let's see if Shevchenko can do the work on top and keep her down like she's done to almost every girl in the division. She just keeps them here once she gets the takedown.
You guys ever remember having a fight through nose damage of any kind like that, or
It
not?
sucks so bad. Any cuts is just the worst.
Yeah.
Because you're not only dealing with the fighter, right? You got blood in your face, you got blood in your nose. It's hard to breathe. It's in your mouth. It really is disgusting. and then you got their blood on you.
Right.
Worse is the whole time you just want to blow your nose and you can't do it.
You can't blow your nose. And that's the worst. We've seen people blow their nose in these situations and the eyes just blow up.
Yeah, it fills your eyes up with blood and it's over. Then you can't see or breathe.
Yeah, it's the worst.
So Manon Fiorot is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, but as you have seen, she hasn't spent anything resembling appreciable time on her back in the UFC. So
we're seeing it. I mean, there's literally no movement. It's just squeezing and holding Shevchenko into her. And there's no answers here except please stand us up, refs, because I'm not digging underhooks. I'm not getting butterflies. She's not lifting the left arm underneath the neck of Shevchenko to create space. She's not getting her knees in between her and Shevchenko. That's pretty just flat.
I got to tell you something, though, Dom. If I'm Team Fiorot, I'm telling her, stay right here so we can reset.
Yeah.
This is not what we expected. It's much different than we thought it was going to be. Let's reset and try to figure something out in between rounds. We got a minute to try to settle our fighter and try to get her ready for the next 4, because right now, it's going about as worse, it's going about as bad as they could ever imagine.
fantastic start for Shevchenko. She'll try to add to her lead here as round 2 gets underway.
The coaches want Manon Fiorot to box. They said be very careful with the kicks. That is what got her caught with those checks. Now, here's the deal. In between rounds, Manon didn't seem deterred. And if you can always keep your fighter, especially after the first round, hey, that was 1 round. We got 25 minutes to fight. Problem is, Fiorot's like grimacing as she enters into range with Valentina.
Yeah, her nose hurts and she keeps getting clipped with the right hook from Valentina on her way in, so that's why she's forcing the grappling. And that right hook has not been defended once. She's not leaving her left hand up at all. It's down. Look how low it is on her chin, and that's why she keeps getting clipped.
I think she'll be glued to her face every time she enters in the range.
Right?
It's not there.
Fiorot's only lost 2 rounds prior in her UFC career coming in here tonight.
And I referred to Fiorot as a young fighter. She's 35, but young at this level, right? Her experience isn't nowhere near what Valentina has seen inside the octagon. Been in there twice with Amanda Nunes, Juliana Pena.
Yeah, Shevchenko's got more UFC wins than Fiorot has pro wins.
Yeah.
He's well taken. Dean Thomas, what do you got?
I feel as though Fiorot made a strategic mistake in trying to make a point. She made a career using that side kick and footwork. Now she comes into this fight, now she's flat-footed and kind of darting in, eating right hands. I think she needs to get back to some footwork, that side kick, and see if she can't draw something out of Shevchenko on which she can counter. Well, but right now, she's just running in the right hands, and that's not going to serve her at all.
Well, Dean, at this point, Valentina's just waiting now. She's literally waiting.
She froze Fiorot by waiting. Fiorot's got to ignore that and get back on her and do what she does.
Valentina's not taking a step forward. She's literally standing back going, I'm going to get to the right hand again.
Well, we're not seeing any fakes or feints to enter the pocket against Shevchenko, so Shevchenko's just countering her on the way in. Nice defense there.
Now, this is good for Fiorot because hopefully it deters Valentina from taking her down. Valentina got that takedown and she controlled her so easily on the ground. As a smart fighter with a super high IQ, she'll continue to go there. It's on Manon to defend.
You said earlier, DC, we're going to learn a lot about Manon Fiorot after the challenging moments early, and I feel like in terms of the toughness and the response to adversity, I believe in her.
Wow.
The fact that she defended that is insane. That was deep.
That was deep. And this has been a much more competitive round.
Super competitive in the sense that they figured each other out a little bit better with the range. Fiorot's not running into the pocket the same way as she did in the first round. She respects that right hook now.
And you know what else is good? By defending takedowns, it'll start to get Valentina tired. Oh, as Manon's level changes.
That was nice, too.
But she's not locking her hands. She's not locking her hands.
She's trying, but Shevchenko feels it. She knows that's the defense.
Those fingers are coming together now. Ooh. Oh. Fiorot gets his takedown. It starts to get interesting. She can start to make Valentina carry her weight.
Yeah, if she can do that, she's got a much better chance at tiring Shevchenko out. But staying in the distance kickboxing match, Shevchenko can do that for 10 rounds at that pace that they're keeping.
Fiorot chop it away with some knees here.
talking about this earlier tonight. The balance has to be compromised with Shevchenko, otherwise she's just going to break the hand control we're seeing here.
Oh, nice elbow by Fiorot.
Yeah, slicing elbow. Just over a minute here to go in round 2.
Another level change by Manon.
I like
this. Is big. It's big because now it's going to make Valentina be cautious. And she took it out.
And the adjustment is under the right hook of Shevchenko. So she's reading the right hook, not eating it on the nose, and now timing her takedowns under it. Beautiful adjustment.
Beautiful adjustment there by Manon Fiorot. She gets a takedown in a very close round, and she can control this round.
Under 30 to go in what has largely been a Manon Fiorot round.
Yeah.
What a response after that round 1 adversity. A lot of it, I think, has to do with just straight conditioning.
And just honestly, like, adjusting. It is, you've seen it, and you've been in there with guys, right, Dom? We go in there with champions, and you go, okay, now I know why this guy's the champion.
That was illegal. Big illegal shot. He missed it. Wow, let's take a look at that. She blocked it. Just blocked
She's
it.
going to try and wrestle you. She's going to try to wrestle you.
She's lucky she blocked that one.
Yeah, she is. That would have been a wrap.
Yeah. She just blocked that too. Wow.
Be very careful with those knees. Do you understand me? You have to pick the shots. Hard work. Please be careful.
Nicely handled by Mark Goddard. Wicked, intriguing fight through 10 minutes. We'll see if Manon tries to wrestle as instructed.
Well, you know, the coaches of Valentina said, hey, she's going to try to wrestle you. So now they're telling Valentina not to be so set on the right counter. Because Manon is timing that, like Dom said, she's picked up on that read, knows that when she enters, Valentina throws that big shot. She can level change.
Head kick gets through, at least partially for Manon. Inside leg kick for Shevchenko in response.
And now she's making that counter to the right high. Fiorot, she's attacking the leg that's on the floor still. I mean, that's Muay Thai 101.
Shevchenko nicely done to the inside of that lead leg of Fiorot.
Oh.
And see, there's just not a lot of fakes or feints to get in. It's just they're going speed for speed.
Nice knee, and now an elbow from Manon Fiorot.
But at this point, Manon is showing the level changes. Valentina has picked up on that. She's going to have to do a better job of hiding it if she wants to take Valentina down now.
Well, you see Valentina shifted from the hook to the jab to take away that shot attempt. Because the hook commits a lot more than the jab. So it turns your hips into it. And that's why Shevchenko switched to that jab, and now she can stay bladed. Timed her own takedown there.
Valentina level change there. Nice adjustment by Valentina. She realizes Manon's hard to take down, so when she gets to the legs, if it's not easy, she just lets it go.
Yeah. Good knee by Manon.
3 of them. Oh, another one.
Under 3 minutes here to go in round 3. That inside leg kick has been a big weapon for Shevchenko this round. Shevchenko has landed 30% of her strikes, 32% for Fiorot thus far. Oh, nice knee by Shevchenko. But you see the physicality of Fiorot to just bull her way inside.
When she gets close, if she can get her hands locked, she'll start trying to drive Valentina to the ground. Valentina's doing a really good job with the left hand right in the crook of the arm, keeping Manon Fiorot's hips away from her. She's got to keep trying to dig for an underhook here. Fiorot's pressing into her with an overhook here. Valentina needs to circle towards that underhook side to get away.
Looks like Fiorot's nose has started to leak a little bit once again. 90 seconds now to go in round 3. A little bit of a chess match here in this round.
They won't be surprised anymore by the way the other fighter goes. Oh!
Well-timed spinning attack by Shevchenko. Fiorot.
She got to her hips again. Fiorot's going to take her down. Yep, she's got her hands locked.
She's powering into that. I mean, that's just pure power. Nice defense there to keep the balance, though. I mean, she had an easy takedown there and gave it up.
Well, her lock started to come above the button. That makes it hard. I mean, one, knees to the back of the legs and then little punches. Valentina would be better served to attack the lock and try to get away.
Not even close. Not even close.
Mark Goddard responding to the protest from the Fiorot corner about Shevchenko grabbing the fence. Goddard says not even close. Sneaky tough round to score, though.
Yes, it is. I mean, Fiorot is bullish on trying to get this takedown.
Much more even third round. They both adjusted. It was, I would say, could even be 1-1 the first two. The third one, they've really adjusted. This fourth and fifth, that's why they make champion. I'm more impressed with the timing. She waited for that right high kick, and she countered the right high kick with a spin attack. I mean, that's just really high technique level. Good choice. Great timing.
Now she's moving. Popping at Fiorot. Got that nose bleeding very early in the round.
Yeah. And she's got that bounce back in her step.
She's going to need it. This is going to come down to it. She's got to be careful not to let her lock her hands. Fiorot got her hands locked. I think that was a mistake there by Fiorot. She's going to punch when she's just grabbing her hands and trying to get that takedown. She's got that seatbelt position, hand all the way across to the far hip of Valentina Shevchenko. I mean, she is working when she gets to this clinch, doesn't she?
No doubt. No foot stomps allowed here in Canada, by the way.
Fiorot on a single leg. Valentina doing a really good job of getting that foot out on the outside shelf.
Fiorot bails. Just over 3 minutes to go, round 4. Striking numbers exceedingly close. Both women have landed one takedown. Nice adjustment by Fiorot defensively after a pretty quick level change from Shevchenko.
And a good knee on the break. Valentina should keep mixing those in, though. I know she hasn't had success getting to her takedowns, but she doesn't need to abandon them completely.
Good quick feet by Shevchenko yet again.
I'm very impressed by the pressure of Fiorot, how she continues to go forward and press into Valentina. Valentina standing there. Oh, nice.
Pretty timing. Again, she's got the timing on that spin attack now.
Nice evade there by Shevchenko. 2 minutes here to go in round 4.
And Valentina gave her a level change, and then she went back to space.
Grueling clinch work throughout this fight. Mark Goddard being patient, watching the action, closing his distance a little bit here. We saw some pretty quick separations from another referee earlier tonight.
Valentina's good here. Good in the body lock.
Fiorot way out of range with those strike offerings.
Oh, beautiful job by Valentina there. That was a nice takedown. Timed it perfectly. Fiorot's working her way back up. Wow, she got up very quickly.
I mean, she doesn't waste any time. She is always urgent in combat. Very impressive.
What I see there, you could see that Fiorot just has more time on the fence. In the open match, she didn't have an answer, but on the fence, this is where her gift is, and that's why you see her keep putting Valentina there.
And look at how aggressive she's gotten now.
Yeah, she's okay with getting taken down here. She'll have this fight all day here, but in the open, you can tell that's where she's having a tough time with Shevchenko.
And Dom, the worst thing in the world is getting taken down, getting the takedown, and they just pop right back up.
So annoying.
Oh, it's annoying and it's exhausting. We could be 2-2 going into round 5. Oh!
Huge counter late, and a knockdown for Shevchenko. A capstone on round 4 for the champ.
Yes. That counter right hand finally landed for the champion.
Respire.
Breathe.
Rien d'imposable. Ce round-là, tu as toutes les capacités pour la mettre KO, la finir.
You're totally able to knock her out. We have 5 minutes.
C'est Manon. Il faut finir là.
Manon, you have to finish her.
Manon, regarde-moi.
It's
Elle est
tough, but
fatiguée,
you
tu
got
peux
to do
le faire.
it.
Sauf que maintenant,
She's
faut
tired.
pas,
You
faut
can do
arrêter de
it.
se jeter. Tu cadres et tu m'envoies à l'anglaise. Arrête avec les
You
jambes.
got to go in and go. Use your boxing. Stop
C'est les
kicking.
points qui vont passer. Soit tu luttes vraiment, soit tu vas avec les points maintenant.
The way you caught her, she wasn't ready for it. Do you understand? Just catch her. Pay attention. Don't slip anywhere. You understand? Don't slip. When you get now, counter.
Really a fascinating back and forth fight here for the UFC Women's Flyweight Championship. Both women have had their moments. Could be 2-2. Could be 3-1 Valentina Shevchenko. 5 minutes to decide who is the best in the world at 125 pounds, at least on this night.
Manon's corner told her no more kicks. They wanted her to just box. They wanted to pressure forward and just box. The corner of Valentina told her, be very careful. Don't slip and fall in the middle of the octagon. Counter when Manon enters.
Oh, beautiful knee by Manon.
And Manon lands some nasty knees every time they come together. Now let's see what Fiorot does here. The problem with her body lock is she never uses her legs to do anything. If she would start to incorporate hooking around the leg, twisting and turning Valentina, not allowing her to be straight chest to chest against her, she'd have more success getting takedowns.
Yeah, in Greco-Roman, in this upper body stuff, you got to load them onto your hip by digging your hip into them and twisting and turning them the way you're saying, DC, and we're not seeing that on the fence or in the open.
Fiorot's just much better when she can get in on the legs of Valentina.
Counter lands for Shevchenko.
Fiorot's, oh. I thought it would be Fiorot that would level change there. Instead, it was the champion.
Well, the offensive effort, the advancement has been there for Manon Fiorot, but she's going to need a big 3 minutes potentially here to wrest the belt away from the champ.
Yeah, the big thing that's missing for Fiorot, from my experience of watching, is feints, fakes to work your way into the pocket. She's just getting clipped and countered because she's not faking. So it's easy for Valentina to see when she's coming and clinch. Right here, she just needs to make it as ugly, grimy, and nasty as possible for the next 3 minutes to give herself a shot.
I'm going to tell you, man, this fight is 2-2. I feel very strongly that it was round 1 to the champ, round 2 to Fiorot, round 3 to Fiorot, round 4 to Valentina. But I mean, we did see that earlier fight card.
And round 3 was close, as this round 5
yes,
has
it was.
been as
and
well.
this is very close too.
Not a ton to score here in this final round as yet.
Oh, nice. There you go, Superman punch. Oh, level change by the champ. Fiorot does a really good job of twisting and spinning the position, putting Valentina against the octagon. But right there, Dom, like, that left leg could be wrapping around Valentina's leg and just trying to manipulate her so that you can try to get the takedown that she wants so desperately.
Yeah, again, they're not breaking the balance when they're in those positions. It's just pure squeeze and strength.
Yeah.
And you're always breaking balance when you're there. Posture and balance. There's no posture or balance being broken. It's just squeeze and grab.
Ciryl Gane won an interim UFC heavyweight championship, but Manon Fiorot trying to break through and become the first undisputed UFC champion from France.
Nice.
Oh, right hand.
Yeah, when she throws more than 2, it lands. She needs 2, 3, 4 punches, get to the clinch. That will support her, because then you can't see Valentina counter her because she's on the double leg, on the body lock.
Well, the problem is Valentina usually interrupts that combination with that right hand, and it makes her retreat. That time Valentina, possibly because she's starting to fatigue a little bit, didn't return. So it allowed for Manon to land a good combination.
Round by round control time. And you see for Manon Fiorot, a lot of that, of course, in the clinch over the final 4 rounds, but the extent to which that scores, you don't know.
Nobody wants to keep their back against the fence the whole fight. And to be against the fence for 2 minutes per round is a lot of control.
Yeah. Oh.
Final 40 seconds to decide the women's flyweight championship. Heavy inside leg kick for Valentina.
It's really going to come down to this last 20 seconds, it could. I mean, who wants it more?
Oh!
Spinning attack from Shevchenko, now a level change.
Valentina's got a handful of her shirt.
Oh, nice elbow from Fiorot. A war of attrition. And Valentina Shevchenko and Manon Fiorot go the full 25 minutes tonight in competition for the UFC Women's Flyweight Championship. Both women put their hands in the air.
It'll be a split decision, boys.
You think so, huh?
Oh, yeah. Get ready for one. Somebody gonna be mad.
So this was the 12th straight title fight for Valentina Shevchenko in her 18th UFC appearance. For Manon Fiorot, first title fight, did quite well, all things considered.
Beautiful right hand by Valentina. Really affected the nose of Fiorot, and Fiorot got that takedown in round 2. That knee that she landed illegally, but Valentina was luckily able to get her hands up. Spinning back fist by Valentina Shevchenko that landed. Some elbows in close from Manon Fiorot. Spinning back kick by the champion, Valentina Shevchenko. Then here's a knockdown at the end of round 4 by Valentina off that counter right hand again, drops Fiorot. Thought she was gonna finish. She really did go after, but Fiorot's like grimacing the whole time. Then a nice combination in round 5 by Manon Fiorot. I mean, what a competitive fight.
And a great night for the women's flyweight division. We had 2 huge wins earlier turned in by Jasmine Jazz Davisius and Natalia Silva, potentially taking Alexa Grasso's #1 ranking. All right, the official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 48-47 for the winner by unanimous decision. And